Hi, I'm glad you're watching my video today. This video will be a short one. I just wanted to share with you something that I've been praying for in my own life lately. And it's become really important to me, and I just wanted to share it with you. As you know, I've been doing a series on our spiritual armor, and right now I'm been dealing with the subject of prayer, which I believe is a piece of our spiritual armor. In Ephesians 6, it talks about the various pieces of our armor, and the last verse says, praying always, with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. And, just the very first part of that verse, praying always. For many years, I've wondered, how can a person really pray without ceasing? Like it says in, I think it's 1 Thessalonians, to pray without ceasing. And you think, well, that's really impossible. I mean, we have to talk to people. When you're talking to a person, how could you be praying? We have to listen. When you're listening to someone, how could we be praying? But I believe, and I've heard this taught before, that praying without ceasing, it's an attitude of prayer. It's recognizing the presence of God at this moment in my life and knowing that I have that communication. The way of communication is open with Him. At any moment, we can interact in my spirit. And so I think that is true of the verse in Ephesians where it says, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit. And so my prayer has been, Lord, I want to be able to pray always, to pray without ceasing, to always have this communication open with you, always in the back of my mind, knowing that you're here. Now, for some of you, I think maybe that comes naturally. I know people who say, well, that's totally natural to me. I don't have to really try to do that. And I think there are different kinds of people. I know there are different kinds of people in the world. Well, I tend to be a task-oriented person. You probably gathered that already because I'm always talking about my lists, to-do lists and stuff. But I get so focused on my tasks for the day that, to be totally honest, it is very easy for me not to forget God, but to just set Him over here while I'm doing my stuff, and then at the end of the day, when things calm down, then of course I'm thinking about God and remembering that He's here every moment. But I don't like that. I feel like I go on autopilot for half the day, and I don't think that is praying always. And so I've been asking the Lord to teach me that. And guess what He's used to help me learn that? I bet you guessed it. It's those friends that I talked about in the last video. He brings difficulties, trials, into my day. And do you know what those can do? Not only do they grow our faith and our patience, I've found out that those very trials, my friends, can help me learn to pray always, to pray without ceasing. And I have chosen to, and I believe God has led me to this thought, and that He has enabled me to put it into practice. I have chosen to remember, God has reminded me, whenever a trial comes, big or small, something that is a frustration or a difficulty, He's helping me to thank Him for that, because it reminds me to talk to Him. It reminds me to talk to Him. And I've asked Him, remind me to talk to you, because I forget. So I've asked Him, remind me to talk to you during the day, all day long, all the time, whenever I have a moment, remind me to talk to you. And He's doing that by way of those trials. When something difficult happens, it's a reminder to me to talk to God, to talk to Jesus. And this has brought so much change into my life, into my walk with the Lord. I am really excited about it. I hope you'll try it in your own life. Ask the Lord to enable you to pray always, to pray without ceasing. And when he brings those difficulties that will remind you to pray, thank him for those. And I have found that it's been such an encouragement to me to do this. When something difficult comes, I just say to myself, I'm here, Lord, and I know you're here too. And thank you for being here. And just that moment to stop and realize God is here with me. God, who created the entire universe. And I know I've talked about this before, but it just is so amazing. I hope you find it amazing that God, who created everything we see and don't see, everything that exists, by just a word, he is here with me. He's right there with you, right inside of you. And I can say, Lord, I'm here, I'm listening, and you're here. You're here with me. Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much. I don't know how to explain it, but that makes all the difference in the world for me. And so I just wanted to share that with you, just a simple thing that I've been praying for, that I would be able to pray without ceasing, pray always. And he's teaching me, and I'm excited about that. So give it a try if you want something to be excited about, because he will work in your life. He has promised to do that, and that's exciting. And don't forget that God's love for you is steadfast, never fails, never changes, never goes away. You can count on that. Thanks for watching.